Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. In our today's video, we are going to learn how to make a double crochet stitch, but I'll be showing two examples on how to make a double crochet stitch, because sometimes you might be following a pattern and there are some terms which sometimes can be confusing. So I'm going to explain on how to go about it. So to begin, we are going to start by making a slip knot. And we are going to chain 10. By the time you are watching this video, I hope you know how to make chains, because I already have a video, lesson number 1, how to make chains. So let's make 10 chains and then I'm going to show you what to do. So after chaining 10, in double crochet stitch, you're going to add 3 more chains, but in this our first example, the 3 chains does not count as a stitch. So add 3 more chains, and where our last chain where we had stopped, where we are going to start making our first double crochet stitch. So you yarn over and insert your hook into the 4th chain away from the hook. You have 3 loops in your hook, you yarn over again, pull out 2, you are left with 2, pull out 2 again, and this is our first double crochet stitch. Let's do it again. You yarn over, insert your hook into the next available chain, and therefore you're going to twist your hook like this, yarn over and pull. Have 3 loops again, so let's meet where in the other end. So by the end, we should be having 10 double crochet stitches. So remember, our chain 3 does not count as a stitch, so we start counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So for our row 2, you're going to chain up 3 again. Remember, the chain 3 does not count as a stitch in this example. So meaning our first stitch is going to be right here, just below this chain. Alternatively, you can count 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, and prepare your first double crochet stitch in this row number 2, and then you'll continue like that. So I'm repeating again and again. In this example, the chain 3 does not count as a stitch. So let's look at the other example. We have already chained 10 in this our second example, and now we are preparing our first double crochet stitch. So the process is the same in this first row. So you're going to place your hook into the 4th chain away from the hook. You're going to make your first double crochet stitch there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is where you make your first double crochet stitch, and as usual, by the end you should be having 10 double crochet stitches. So let's meet into the other end when we turn. So that's where I'm going to explain how our chain 3 now is going to be counting as a stitch. So in the pattern, is stating that chain 3 counts as a stitch. This is how you go about it. So you're going to count to make 3 chains, and when you turn your work, you're not going to place your first double crochet stitch here, no, but into the next stitch. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and into the 5th, since the chain 3 counts as a stitch. So this is where you're going to place your second, that is double crochet stitch, but in real sense this is our first, but since this chain 3 counts as a stitch, so that's why we call it our second double crochet stitch. And by the end, let me finish this row. Let's start another row. So you're going to chain 3, and therefore you're going to turn your work, and as we said, our first double crochet stitch is going to be placed here in the 5th chain or 5th stitch, since our chain 3 counts as a stitch. So the aim of starting this other row, I want to show you by the end how to place your last double crochet stitch. So let's meet at the end there. It seems that you're done making your stitches, but no. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So where are we going to place our last double crochet stitch? You're going to yarn over, and into this chain 3, you're going to place your last double crochet stitch on top of that chain 3, and now we have 10 double crochet stitches. So this is it. But as for me, I don't prefer this because the results, it comes out with these spaces, but I'm not comfortable with them. So for me, I prefer this. This is my best, but just feel free to use whichever you feel it's free for you. It's easier for you. And for me, so now the chain 3 is just representing a turning chain or turning stitch, and also some people call it a filler stitch. So if you're using a pattern, if you're following a pattern and this is what they're telling you, that the chain 3 counts as a stitch, so this is how you go about it. But if you're told chain 3 does not count as a stitch, this is how you go about it. So this is how double crochet stitch is made. Hope this video has been helpful. Did you enjoy this? So please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to comment if you feel you need to tell me something about it. But for now, thank you and bye. See you in my next video.